Hi, I'm Tony and today we're running through Sports Bike Shop's most popular adventure touring boots. Adventure touring covers a broad spectrum of motorcycling, everything from tarmac touring on an adventure bike through to tackling Morocco's rocky roads and sand dunes. The boots you'll need for those styles of riding are very different, so we've got a mix in this video. Some of these boots are more trail focused than others. They're all full height boots with chunky soles, wide openings and motocross style clasp fasteners. They're also all waterproof, which I personally consider to be important if you're on a long riding trip. Some of these boots have a lower cut sibling available for riders who don't want their shins and calves to be fully enclosed by their boots. Where there is a shorter alternative, we'll mention that as we go through. And if we have a full review of any of these pairs of boots, a link will be popping up on screen as we go through. You'll also find more information on each of these boots in the description below, including a link to the listing on Sports Bike Shop. Okay then, let's go. Here are the 5 best adventure touring boots based on customer feedback. If I had to pick the most popular adventure touring boots on Sports Bike Shop, it would probably be the Sidi Adventure 2 Gore-Tex. These have had 276 owner reviews and they sit on an average rating of 4.87. On a scale that runs from pure touring boot to full-on off-road, these sit right in the middle. There's bracing around the ankle for support when riding on dirt, there are clasp closures low down, and then a more relaxed fit up top. There's a classic treaded sole pattern for grip on loose surfaces, and a Gore-Tex membrane means dry feet on long days. Owners love the flexibility, the durability, and also the sole grip for both riding and walking. The negatives mentioned by the reviewers are hardly earth-shattering. The famous Sidi squeak is mentioned quite a bit, as is the fact that they need some bedding in. There's a mid-height version of these boots available and that is also very, very popular. These full-height Sidi Adventure 2s are listed at $349.99 and the mids are $279.99. There's more info on sizes, colours and safety ratings for both pairs of boots in the description below. There's a huge amount of feedback on the Forma Adventure boots, which have been around now for a long time. These sit at the road end of the spectrum. These are more like touring boots with an adventure style, really. The main positives that come through in owner reviews are comfort, durability and styling. The most common issue that crops up is difficulty changing gear thanks to the height of the toe. Several riders have needed to adjust the gear lever on their bike to suit the boots. A large number of owners also say they went a size bigger than normal, and our return stats show that many do find these boots to be smaller than they expected. But back to the pluses, there are 270 5-star reviews for these boots. Many people are attracted by the competitive price. These boots are listed at $249.99 as we record this. There's a low version of these boots available as well, which is still tall enough for a level 2 CE pass on height, and they cost $214.99. There's more info on both the regular and low versions of these boots, including sizing and CE safety info, in the description below. The TCX Drifter boots live at the touring end of the scale, so these will appeal if you're after freedom of movement rather than full-on bracing support. These have been in the TCX range for a while now, and 17 of the 18 owner reviewers have given a 5-star rating. Owners are very complimentary about the boots, and the only dropped star came from one rider who had his first pair replaced because of a manufacturing fault. I'd say that's not bad in 6 years of reviews. These boots are made from an oiled leather, which gives a vintage look. They've got 3 fastening clasps, a waterproof membrane, and the classic treaded sole pattern. The Drifter boots have a list price of £329 as we record this. For info on sizing and the CE safety ratings, take a look in the description below. The Gaerne G-Dakar boots blend off-road performance with touring comfort. A brace on the outer side of each ankle adds lateral reinforcement with a similar feel to the all-conquering Sidi Adventure 2 Gore-Tex boots. That means you get a reasonable compromise between touring comfort and braced protection. These boots have a leather upper, the trusty Gore-Tex membrane to keep the feet dry, a chunky treaded sole, and 2 fastening clasps. There's not a huge amount of owner feedback, but what we do have for these boots is mostly very positive, and the boots have a 4.8 rating from the first 13 reviews. They've made it into our top 5 because one of our in-house reviewers was very impressed with these boots when he wore them for a quite challenging tour of Nepal. The G-Dakar Gore-Tex boots have a list price of $349.99 as we record this, and there's more info on sizes, colours and CE safety ratings in the description below. We've covered boots at the roadie end of the spectrum, and now it's time for the other extreme, the Alpinestars Tech 7 Enduro Drystar boots. These are full-on Enduro boots with bracing and coverage around the foot and ankle that's on another level from anything else in this video. Add in a Drystar waterproof membrane and you've got serious protection in 2 senses. When wearing these boots for this video, I was surprised how well they worked on this Suzuki V-Strom 800 RE. Wearing dirt boots like these usually means adjusting the gear lever to make room for the boots, but these worked straight away. These boots aren't for everyone, they're not the easiest to walk in, and they're quite a bit heavier than the other boots here. But for demanding dirt riding, these are top of the pile. Owners have given these boots an average approval rating of 4.92 from 12 reviews, and they're full of praise for the feeling of protection they get. As we record this, the Tech 7 Enduro Drystar boots have a list price of $469.99, and you'll find info on sizes, colours and CE ratings in the description below. By my reckoning, we have over 70 different models of boots that could be considered to be adventure touring boots, and it doesn't seem fair to cover just 5, so here are some other options to consider. The Alpinestars Belize boots are shorter than regular adventure boots, but still have a fully formed shin protector. They're very popular with owners and have a list price of $289.99 as we record this. The Forma Terra Evo dry boots are a sturdier alternative to the Forma adventure boots that we've covered in our top 5. These score pretty much as highly with owners and have a list price of $309.99 as we record this. There's also a very popular Terra Evo Low, which is listed at $249.99. If the serious Alpinestars Enduro boots in our guide appealed, but the price didn't, then take a look at the Elevate X Privilege Enduro. These are proper Enduro boots with a waterproof membrane, a small amount of very positive owner feedback, and a list price of just $269.99. In the sub £200 category, the RST Ambush boots are the best regarded by owners. They have a good quality Sympatex waterproof membrane and are best suited to road touring. As we record this, they're listed at $189.99. If it's all about road riding, the styling and keeping the price low, the Risha Adventure boots are in a good place. Owners like the comfort and waterproofing, but there are relatively frequent build quality issues mentioned by owners. The Risha Adventures have a list price, as we record this, of $119.99. Okay, I'll let you go now. That's our top 5 and our 5 nearly boots all covered off. If you've got any questions, please feel free to pop them in the comments section below. And it's the same if you've got any experience of your own that you'd like to share. I promise I read every single comment on these videos. Thanks for watching.